What's crackalacking, guys? I'm a Duck Quack here, and welcome to part 3 of our Bundesliga SBC preparation guide, if you like, for when it's released anyway. So to kick this one off, we've got mains here. Now, as you can see, it's basically a full gold team. We do have one silver player. It's just a left midfielder, and I think I picked him up because he was cheaper than the gold, or it might have been the only one. Either way, he's dirt cheap as it is. So the whole team was simple enough to get. I spent about 10,050 coins on this. You guys can do this for cheaper if you're patient with bidding and you're picking up the players for cheaper. But once again, I don't have the most patience at the moment, so I'm just trying to get these done. Some of them are fairly expensive. Some of the playing abroad ones seem to be the most expensive ones, if you like, as well as like the Argentinian players, Brazilian players for the other SBC. But all in all, this was a fairly easy one. As it is mainly gold, we've accounted for position changes, formations they'll do that's different, everything like that as usual as well. Right, guys, so this is the next team that we did. This is very, very similar to the last one. Basically gold players across the board. I do have a silver here, and that was just a bronze we had in our club, so ignore that one. We've got an 84 rated keeper. You probably won't need him, but I want to cover every single possible angle and just get the best teams going. We did pick up Rafael as well, who was almost 2,000, and I feel that could be because he's Brazilian and used in a different SBC. So there's not a lot to really say with this one. Again, we've covered the position changes, we've covered the formation changes, we've got players for across the board, the highest ratings possible, and all in all, we spent 13,750. Again, you guys can do this for so much cheaper. But even at 13,750 for this team, it doesn't seem like stupidly expensive, especially when you remember all the excess players we don't use, we're going to be selling on from this. Okay, guys, so the third team that we did in this episode, it got a little bit more expensive when we got hit. Only a tiny weeny bit, though. We've got a load of silver players in this, about half the team, to be honest, but they're still going for around the same kind of prices as the golds. Anywhere up to about 1,000, I think these players were. The right mid was a little bit more expensive, but he actually was extremely cheap at 1,600 coins. We've got the players on the bench as usual. The only player we don't have is this left back. And the reason for it is he's just really expensive. Now, with these teams, you can get away with having one player out of position. So unless I can pick him up a lot cheaper, then the left back here is going to be the player that we don't use. And we're going to follow that method across the different teams that we create. All in all, for all these players, we spent 9,050 coins. So again, it really wasn't very expensive, especially picking up all these silver players that are going to be a lot more expensive when it's released this early. Even if we are a little bit later than most people are to the party and we've missed the initial cheap prices and we're getting it halfway through the hype train. Okay, guys, we then come on to Schalke. Now, as you can see here, this one has got a few higher rated players. So we've got two 84 rated players here. Okay, the right back as well was about 900 coins. Huntelaar, for some reason, was 900 coins, and that was fairly cheap for him at the time I was looking. We've also got 83 rated Konoplyanka. That's a mouthful. I can't say his name properly at the moment. We've got him at 83 rated again, though. And then on the bench, it's down to 80 and less. So it's not too bad when we get there. So the total cost of this team, it came into about 14,000 coins for us, which isn't too bad when you consider that, again, we've got every single player that we need, as well as the extras. You guys, it's full gold. You know what to do. Bid, snipe, save yourself some money. Right, guys, so we come on to the last team of the video. Now, this is where it got a little bit expensive. As you can see, we've got two golds in the team. We've also done the same here with the left back. Now, again, it was just so expensive. We were looking at spending maybe 5,000-6,000 coins on this player. Well, a lot more than that, about 8,000 coins by the looks of it. And it just wasn't worth it for us when we could potentially just use a different player in the position. I'm just going to throw a bid on there, see if we get lucky. But the rest of them as well, they weren't cheap for us. So the goalkeeper was 1,300, 17 for the centre-back, 1,000. As you can see, there's a lot of high-value players in here. Some of them I got lucky with, some of them I just bought if it was reasonable enough. Again, if you guys are bidding on these, this is where the big savings can come in. Either way, though, we only spent 17,700 to complete this whole team. And seeing as it's made up mainly of high-rated silvers, as you can see, most of them are 73, 74 rated, then I'm not too disappointed with that. Again, covered all the positions, covered all the formations, we've done everything we need to do. So that's going to be the 5 teams we look at in this video. So far, we're at a total of about 160, 170,000 coins that we've spent. That's not too bad so far, because we've got to remember each club's also got free players that we can sell on, and we'll build a team and sell on the most profitable players that we can while we can still complete the team. So we're going to make a chunk of money back as well. Either way, 170,000 and only 3 teams left to do. We've got Wolfsburg. It isn't going to be too expensive. I've pre-built the custom team. Oh god, what's the name of it? The concept team. We built the concept team for them. Just got to put the players in. Then we've got Bayern Munich and we've got Borussia Dortmund to do. Now, I may look at completing those two during FUT Birthday when more packs are released and the prices of the higher rated players may come down. But then we run a risk because if any big SBCs are released, the prices are going to go up. So based on that, I am actually going to complete that sooner than FUT Birthday, which I just managed to decide right now. So that was a bit awkward. Anyway, guys, if you're enjoying the series, then if you could drop a like, leave a comment with any questions, and subscribe if you're new, that would be incredible. I'll try and get the last part out to you as soon as possible as well. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.